And we're live.
Yeah.
Hey! Okay, so
Bardic Beards.
Bardic Beards, episode 8?
Episode 8.
Alright, so I guess I'll tell my story since you interrupted me by going live.
Yeah. You bought some recasted minis.
Don't... I mean, yeah. I was going to say, don't tell everybody.
The gig's out.
Yeah, the gig's up, yeah. It's not the first time I've done it.
Sure.
So I have this website that I use, which I'm not going to...
Recastminis.com.
No. I won't say it out loud, but I will have you type it in, though. That's not it.
Nah, it's not a website. Sorry. Somebody go buy that website, recastminis.com.
Well, it's funny you say that. So I bought some minis, right? And I've done it a couple of times before because it just, again, some of the market on some of these commemorative, thank you, minis are just fucking out insane right now on eBay.
Okay, sure.
So there's this website I found that sells them, and they're from China. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool, whatever. They're like $10 a piece, you know? So I ordered some, and I ordered two, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they usually take forever to come in.
Sure.
And I had a box sitting there, you know, yesterday when I got home. I was like, oh, cool, you know, whatever I ordered two different one-off ones. And I opened the box, and I have no idea what this miniature they sent me is.
Not what you ordered.
No. I actually... See, I wish I had the pictures to show you. I have them on my phone.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, though. So I had to post it on Reddit.
What did you try to get?
Okay, so I tried to get Primaris Lieutenant, the 500 store edition. It's Primas.
I can't spell anything.
It's okay. Neither can I.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, Lieutenant. It would be... Okay, so there's a couple different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we're looking here at the image, it's the fourth one in.
This guy.
That guy, yep. I tried to get that one. It's Lieutenant Amulius, as he's marketed.
Cool.
And then there's another one, is the Primaris Lieutenant, the 500 edition store, or 500 store edition one, I think, something like that. Yep, so if we go down, second row, that one right there. Try to order one of those, right? Okay. I already have one of those, but I wanted another one because I really like the Aquila, which is the eagle on his chest. I kind of like the pose.
Sure.
And this is the website I went to. Okay.
WarTableGames.com.
Okay, you're just gonna say it. That's fine.
I'm gonna say it outside. Yeah.
And whenever I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna go to the website and I'll email them and say, hey, you sent me the wrong thing.
Sure. Oh no, the website's gone. Everybody, don't go there.
They let their domain lapse, so you can't go there. And I have no way of contacting these people to say, hey, you have $22 of my money, and you sent me the wrong mini. I don't know what they sent me. That's the thing. Like, unless you want to try to go to my Reddit. No. I posted pictures of it because I don't know what it is. So I went to the r/mini painting subreddit, and I'm like, can anybody help me identify these?
Yeah.
I did say that I didn't buy it from Recaster. I did say totally that it was a blind buy. So I lied.
Yep.
I'm not giving out my Reddit username, though, so don't downvote me.
That's why I didn't want to log in.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Anyways, so, I have no idea what the fuck they sent me. But it looks like some kind of... It honestly, like, if you've ever seen Alien, it looks like the Alien Queen.
It kind of does.
Yeah. So, and it came with, like, some weird scenic base. Like... It's a round circular base you can take it out of.
Yeah.
They only do that on certain minis, so it's got to be some type of... I don't know. It's got to be some kind of weird commemorative thing that they made forever ago.
Yeah.
Commemorative. I said it right finally.
That was pretty close.
But yeah. What the fuck?
Yep, you got fucked on that one.
I
guess
That's
what you get for trying to save $5.
More than $5.
Yikes!
You want to? I'm dead serious. Go back to let's go to eBay.
Isn't he the more expensive one, probably?
Yeah,
right?
he's the more expensive one. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
$90. All right. 120 buy it now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's not cheap.
No.
How much you pay?
I've never bought that one.
No, for your fake Reek.
Oh, $12.
$12.
Yeah, so.
To get the wrong mini.
Yep.
Now it's going to cost you $130 to get him.
I'm not buying it again. I do, the way so the one I have pictures of, but it's just going to take too long to send them out and whatever to show you. But the way I did it, he looks badass as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got.
They're cool minis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. He's a great mini, but like I gave him 2 different arms, so he's got different arms than what he has in that, and a different head.
Oh, he's got like a. He's holding a thing. Okay.
Yeah, he's holding his helmet.
Yeah,
he's holding the top of his helmet.
Yeah. That reminds me.
But yeah.
I went to the flea market yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a pretty large flea market.
You're talking about
Renegers.
Oh, Renegers. Okay.
Yeah.
You went to the one in Mount Dora then.
I did.
Okay, I was thinking the Markets of Marion.
No.
Both great places, so we're going to give them a shout out. Renegers is in Mount Dora, which is...
It's massive.
Yeah, it's huge. And then just a little north of here, Markets of Marion, which is also huge, but outdoors. Mm-hmm. So...
But anyway, I went there with my parents.
Yeah.
And, me, I was trying to find Pokemon cards.
Yeah, of course. They sell antiques there, yeah. I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No luck, actually.
Really?
I found 2 different booths, both with fake cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was funny. The first guy, I walk up, and I'm like, ooh, he had booster boxes.
Okay.
And I didn't notice at first. And he's like, hey, you know anything about these? Kind of chuckled to myself. And then I picked it up, and I was like, yeah, these are fake cards.
Oh.
He was like, no, they're toy grade. You just can't take them to tournaments.
Oh. That's funny. They're not fake. They're toy grade. I know what a toy grade card is. I had a few in a couple of the decks that I ran.
I almost bought a box just for funsies.
Just for funsies?
Yeah, it was $20 for
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I just can't believe the guy said it like that. That is hilarious.
I mean, he wasn't like mad.
Yeah,
obviously he knows they're fake.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Man, they're just not tournament grade. No shit.
Don't take these to the tournament. But if you got kids or whatever, that's what he told me.
If you got kids or whatever,
they just like opening packs. Yeah, me too.
I love opening packs, but real cards.
Right.
God, that's hilarious.
The other guy was a bit more malicious. I didn't even talk to him because he had like singles out in top loaders. Ooh. And he was trying to charge not like retail, but like not fake card prices either for singles.
Hey, maybe mute your phone.
All right, I'm professional.
I should have said something to you earlier when I went off. Sorry.
I thought of it earlier.
Okay, but yeah, no, that's not cool, dude. You don't do that.
Definitely.
That's definitely not cool. Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, and in certain instances with these recast minis, some people like in home games or whatever, or not even some, maybe even a tournament or two, depending on how local or whatever, they might say, yeah, whatever, it's fine, it's cool. It's just a model, so.
As long as it represents the right thing,
Yeah, you could say it's a proxy. People say, we used to use proxy cards, and
totally.
You can use proxy models.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
that.
It's
not a huge deal.
Yeah, but if you're like at like Warhammer World, which is a real place, where you're trying to play a real tournament, they're probably going to say no.
Or imagine if you walked into that place and they're selling you recasts.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, hey, where am I at this week?
Where are you this week?
Fucking, hang on, let me lean back a little bit. It might be a little hard to see. I'm in the Sanctum Sanctorum this week. For those Marvel fans out there,
Doctor Strange.
He is by far my favorite Marvel character.
He would be mine if Spider-Man didn't exist.
I can understand that.
Yeah, but he's really cool, and I'm stoked about this new movie for sure.
That's why I picked that, because I was like, that's pretty cool. Or I could have just stayed at my X-wing.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
You're
whatever.
Flying somewhere.
I got a lot of compliments on that.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool background.
It is a good background, yeah.
He spends most of the week looking for these.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, it's not easy finding a background that, a place to sit, excuse me. They're like, yeah, that's cool, you can do your podcast there. The fuck is wrong with me? Oh, man. But anyways... so I need to address a couple things real quick. Last week we had a couple of mishaps. Nothing too major. But it was pointed out to me on 3 separate occasions by 3 separate people.
To be fair, we noticed first.
Yeah, we did notice first. But we just didn't do anything about it. So last week our cameras were swapped on accident. Where we were looking at the wall instead of each other.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. So we swapped the cameras So
we should do it this week just to piss people off.
Just to fuck people?
Yeah, I'm gonna stare at Yoshi over here.
I'm just gonna look at this computer that's in a sleeper case. I do like that, by the way. I prefer sleeper cases like that.
It's open on the other side.
I don't like it anymore.
It's just like a backwards case.
That is kind of weird. Yeah, normally it is on the other side.
Yeah, the whole case is upside down. Like the graphics card's mounted at the top,
but that's a
Corsair.
That's a Corsair case. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like it's not name brand. It's weird.
It is.
I know.
Weird.
Anyways, yeah, so we fixed the cameras, don't worry.
Yeah, we're looking at each other this week.
We're looking at each other this week, even though I'm in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Magic, I don't know. And then also, I need to correct what I said about something about God of War. One person did bring that up.
I don't know anything about it. So.
And I said, no. I said, we're not a fake news show. Because they said it was no big deal. I said, no. I said, Zach, it's a big deal.
Of course it was Zach.
It was Zach, yeah. Well, he's the guy who got me to play the game, so to be fair. We were talking about the end of God of War, the new one.
Yep.
And how the starting of Ragnarok is when Baldur dies. Mm-hmm. And I said that Atreus, which is Kratos' son, killed him with a mistletoe arrow. I was false. Okay, so I forgot, because I actually never beat the game, but I've seen the ending, so I know how it ends. That Baldur has a spell on him that his mother Freya, or Frigga, whoever you want to say, or however you want to say her name, she put a spell on him that he cannot feel.
Okay.
So he can't die. It's like an immortal spell, right? An immortality spell, which can only be broken by mistletoe. Yeah, so he got shot with a mistletoe arrow, and it broke that spell, so Kratos then came up behind him and broke his neck. So, there you go. I fixed it. Just for you.
You're welcome, Internet.
You're welcome, Internet, yeah. But it's still Norse-y thing where in the original legend, Loki shot him with a mistletoe arrow and then he died somehow after that. I don't remember how it is in the actual
mythology
legend.
is weird.
Yeah, mythology, especially Nordic mythology, is very weird.
All mythology. But yeah, we'll give it to you.
A lot of Zeus fucking around in mythology.
A lot of it. More demigods than gods.
Yeah, more demigods than gods. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
But, yeah. So yeah, there. I corrected it. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna tell a few weird stories besides that are also Norse.
Okay.
Like we live so Midgard, which is where Earth, for anybody who's watched Thor, was originally made on the made out of a giant that died.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Okay. Thor once lost his hammer, and in order to get it back, he had to dress up as a woman and marry a giant king.
Okay.
Yep, this actually happened. So he dressed up as a woman because Loki stole it and gave it to a giant.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's a little trickster.
That's his name.
He got fully married and then got the king drunk. The guy wasn't drunk yet before he married him. That actually happened. I think that's where the joke, there's this offhanded joke that Tony Stark says in the first Avengers movie where when he first encounters Thor, he looks at him and goes, "Does mother know you weareth your drapes?" Or "You weareth her drapes," which is a Shakespeare line.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing a cape. So I think that's kind of the inside joke of that.
That is particular.
It's very particular. I don't know why. That's always stuck with me. What's another weird story? Thor has 2 goats because he can't fly, right?
Okay.
As a god. He has 2 goats that can fly.
So it's not like in the movie where he just swings his hammer like a helicopter?
No.
Okay.
Also, that wouldn't work in physics. Neil deGrasse Tyson said that wouldn't work.
Let's not go there.
Okay. I like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I believe what he says.
No, he made Pluto not a planet.
He did not make Pluto not a planet.
He was on the committee.
He was on the committee?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. You know what? We're going to boycott him. Not a friend of the show. Enemy of the show.
Never having him on.
Oh, man. You know why I like him? He was taught by Carl Sagan. Do you know that?
Yeah. His Cosmos is really
yeah,
cool.
his Cosmos is cool. Because that's a Seth MacFarlane thing, too.
Yeah.
And you and I both like Seth MacFarlane. Oh, God, this shit's shaking.
Yeah, I bumped it.
Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, he's got two goats that fly.
Okay.
And they pull a chariot for him. And their names are Tooth and Gnasher.
They just look like normal goats?
Yeah, they look like normal goats. And then whenever he gets hungry, he kills one of them and eats it. And then in the morning, it just comes back to life. Isn't that great?
I demand sustenance.
I demand more. Fucking love it. That's why I love Norse mythology. That's so great.
It's terrible.
So, to talk more about... No, not to talk more about that. I was going to say, speaking of father-son relations,
all right,
Mando this week was really fucking good.
It was really good, and you were wrong some more.
I was really wrong, but you know what? I'm okay when I'm happy when I'm wrong because it means we get something good.
It worked out this
usually,
time.
yeah. And you know what? I also said I didn't like Boba Fett. I really still don't, but there's a reason why. There was always this mythos about this guy, right? Mm-hmm. You know, we've seen him canonically in the movies 3 times. Not much, right? He's a background character in the first in A New Hope because they slotted him in.
Yep.
Right. In the second movie, he's in Empire.
Mm-hmm. He's got like the scene in the desert.
He's got the scene in what? In the desert? No. That's Return of the Jedi.
It is.
Yeah, it's okay. He's got one scene on Star Destroyer where Darth Vader assembles a crew of bounty hunters. That's where we get Bosk, IG-88. Yeah. And he goes, "No disintegrations." He says it right in front of him, and then, of course, the original actor says, "As you wish." And then, but now they've changed it to Tamora Morrison, the guy who plays him. Mm-hmm. You know, they put his voice in it now. He's like, "As you wish," you know, like that. Sure. Which is pretty cool because they use his voice for the games too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then in the third time we see him is on Jabba's palace. Oh no, hang on. I'm sorry, I'm not done yet with the second movie.
Okay.
He takes one shot at Luke Skywalker. He shoots him at one time in Empire. He shoots at him one time, right? Okay. He like ambushes him a little bit, and then he runs off back to Slave One where Han Solo is in Kryptonite, and then flies off. Yeah. And then of course in Return of the Jedi, he's in that. He's in Jabba's palace. He's on the barge. Yep. You know, again, he shoots at Luke. Luke this time cuts his rifle in half. So then he points his little rifle, his little arm rifles at him. Yep. But then Han accidentally hits him in the back. Yeah. And he goes flying off, bam, into the Starlight Pit. So I always thought he was kind of like Mr. Magoo and around.
As a kid.
We do see him as a kid, yeah. Okay, so canonically 4 times. You're right. Yeah, he's a kid in Attack of the Clones. Yep. That'd be the 4th time we see him canonically. We're going, by release schedule. And then he was, of course, originally made in the Star Wars Christmas special. Yep. Yeah. He was in the original Christmas special. That's where the idea of him came from.
I still want to go find that.
Oh, you can get it on the internet. It's easy to find. But he was in that cartoon, which is where they actually got the idea for the Mandalorian's look from him. Sure. Because he had the same kind of rifle that Mando had, Keyboard had. Sure. Oh, man. I feel bad for Mando.
He's got a spear.
He's still got a spear, yeah. But, yeah, so we actually now see him in action. And, wow, he is a beast. I will say. I don't know. I originally predicted that we saw him in that one-off thing, right? That way we knew that he does exist, and he's alive. He got out of the Starlight Pit. Yep. And then I thought, okay, that's all we're going to see of him. And maybe he's done being a bounty hunter. Maybe he's done doing his thing, and he's retiring. He just happens to see Mando leaving the where the Starlight or the Krayt Dragon was. Nope. He's been tracking him. Who knew?
One of many.
Yeah. So a lot of people speculated last season when they heard in that episode when he was on Tatooine and he was tracking down that sniper Fennec Chan. Yeah. They heard the guy walking up to her body. They heard spurs, and then a lot of people said that they heard spurs when he turned around, and I was of the opinion too with a lot of people that was him. Okay. And who knew he saved her life? I thought she was dead.
Yeah.
Now she's got like robot abs.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool, I guess.
Whatever.
Yeah, sure.
You have a robot hand? You can have robot hand abs.
Why can't you? Exactly.
And I want some.
Yeah, me too, yeah. But like, I like how she's like basically honor bound to him now, which is pretty cool. I thought she was not a bad character. I thought she was a cool character.
Yeah.
Not like she did much. She's a really good shooter.
Yeah.
But yeah. And now we get to finally see him in action, though.
Yeah.
And like,
he actually did some stuff.
We've seen him in comics and stuff because Marvel does a lot of comics, whatever. Read him in books, and he was a bit of a badass in that. Yeah. But like, we actually see him now be a bit of a badass in a suit that doesn't fit very well.
Yeah, and he's missing the bottom half of.
Yeah, he's missing the bottom half of it except for the knee pad. He's missing one knee pad.
Yeah.
But he's got one of them. Which
I hope they deck him back out. That'd be cool.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, he's got enough of the armor to say that he's back as Boba Fett.
Sure.
He doesn't have the trophies or anything like he had before. Like, he had braids and trophies of his kills. Mm-hmm.
How about his lineage, though? That's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. You looked it up. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
I know.
You did research.
For once.
Yeah. Okay, so I knew a little bit about this. In the Clone Wars, Season 2, they had said that Jango Fett was just a common thug who stole armor, right, somewhere. But we now know that in his gene code, which was actually the characters they used, those are Mandalorian characters. Mm-hmm. So it was actually written in Mandalorian. It says he's a foundling.
Yeah.
Somebody actually was able to decode that message.
Yep.
And it said he was a foundling, the person who raised him, a couple other things, and it had Boba Fett's name on it. Mm-hmm. So I guess they would have the same gene code. They're the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they were...
not like his son.
Yeah, not like his real son.
Yeah.
Just him, yeah. I'm just so glad they got the actor to come back.
Would you do that, by the way?
What?
Would you raise a 1-to-1 clone of yourself? As a son?
Oh,
off topic.
Yeah, no, it's okay. If I didn't have kids or couldn't have kids, yeah, I would. I was a good kid. So
okay.
People would just be like, wow, he looks just like you. I'm like, yeah, no shit, he's my son.
Damn right.
There's a movie called Gemini Man.
I've heard of it.
With Will Smith. Yeah. And
oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, at the very end, like, he starts, like, taking care of him, like, as a son.
That's right. He's like a younger clone that's supposed to kill him, right?
Yeah, that was exactly it. Yeah, they were going to kill him. Yep. And he's trying to kill him, but he can't kill him.
I wanted to see that, but I never got around to it.
It's okay.
Yeah, Will Smith is good.
Yeah, Will Smith's good. He looked just like a young Will Smith. Like, he looked like a Fresh Prince. So, he was fresh.
I'm excited for that. Your dick.
Sorry.
I'm excited for that reunion. That should be fun.
Oh, yeah, it's on HBO, yeah. Anyways, okay, so we need to talk about... No, we're done talking about Boba Fett. Yeah. We're not really done, but we need to talk about also the whole reason that they were there on Tython.
Yeah.
So Tython in the lore was the birthplace of the Jedi Order.
Okay.
Not the Jedi Order, but the predecessors for them.
Cool.
But in recent canon, they've said that it's been a couple different places. So Ahch-To was like the first Jedi temple, and then there's Tython, which is another place in the Outer Rim. Or no, they actually said it was a core world.
Okay.
Again, people, they translate that, whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of the language. But when they read it, they said Tython core world, basically. Whereas Ahch-To was a Outer Rim world. But supposedly, like, according to Luke Skywalker in that movie, which is The Last Jedi, if you're wondering the movie. Okay. Got it. He said that this was the first Jedi temple, so I don't know. Maybe it was the first Jedi temple, not the first Jedi. So I don't know.
So it's just Jedi with an apostrophe in
it. It's JED and then something like that, apostrophe or probably like IA accent mark
or something.
Yeah, IA. Yeah, but that's the reason they went there, is to find a seeing stone so they could put Grogu on there and see what's going on. I did like how he just kept saying his name.
Yeah,
and he's just like, oh, what? And then we actually hear Mando laugh. Never heard that before.
Huh.
Yeah. He actually like shows a little emotion, and then he's like, Grogu, come on, Grogu.
Yeah.
And then he grabs it. He's like, yeah, thank Ferric. And then he's like, oh, I was like, I'm sorry, I wasn't cursing at you.
Yeah.
Like my dad would when he cursed at something. Just kidding. That was pretty funny. I think he showed more emotion in that scene though than he had in a lot of other, because I think the reason he cursed was like, oh yes, he's doing it, but shit. that means I'm gonna have to give up my kid.
Yeah.
I think the kind of thing. I really think he's starting to feel like a father.
Sure.
You know?
I mean, you would at that point.
I think so. I mean, you know, like he's like, yeah, I have a mission. I have to return his foundling to his people because he can't be a Mandalorian because he's weak. But he's not weak. He's very powerful.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I really have my reservations. I don't think he is going to give him up to any Jedi. I think he's going to keep him when he gets him back.
Man, I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, so there's another big question. Like now that he was on the Seeing Stone and communed with somebody, I also like how he had his little fingers like this.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That was adorable.
It sure was.
Who was he talking to? Who did he reach out to? Or did he reach out to somebody?
Yeah, I mean, he's there to see his future, right?
Not really see his future, but try to commune with somebody from the Force. Where did you get that from?
Isn't that what Ahsoka said?
No.
No?
She said to go out and try to reach out to the Force with somebody.
I thought it was he's going to go there for visions.
Maybe.
And then another Jedi might sense it.
Maybe.
I think that's how she framed it.
I can't remember now.
Yeah.
That was 2 weeks ago now.
Go back and rewatch it.
You went back and rewatched it?
No, I'm going to.
Oh, okay. I guess I need to go back and rewatch it also. But I mean, yeah, sure. Jedi have some, some type of foresight.
Yeah.
Where they can see somewhat into the future. Maybe Grogu saw his futures with Mando,
No idea yet.
I got no idea yet either.
Yep, he got snatched up.
Yeah, he did get snatched up. Yep. Yeah, I'd probably be taking a little nap too after that.
Power visions. Yeah.
I did put in our notes though, like just some ideas of people who could have been looking for him because
sure.
the purge did happen, and I mean there's not a lot of Jedi's left.
No, there's definitely not.
I mean, like Ahsoka's not even really a Jedi anymore. She's just a Force user. I'd say she's the most closest thing to a gray Jedi I've ever seen. I know they try to say that that's not canon or anything, but she's not a Jedi, but she's got lightsabers and she follows the Force.
Yeah. So
maybe she's, I don't know, more just a Force practitioner.
She's spiritual, not religious.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. I mean, there are people like that in lore. I mean, sure. Like Laura Senteca was a kind of a character like that. He believed in the Wills or the Force, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. And he was in the first. I mean, not the first, but I mean the new sequel movie.
Okay.
He was the old man that had the flash drive to Luke's location.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He played by Max von Seehausen. I think that's how you say his name.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Yep.
He died actually.
Made that up. I have no idea.
He died this year or last year. Yeah. Kind of sad. Yeah.
There goes
it's Max von Souden. That's how you say his name. Yeah. Great actor. And then there's like the guys from Rogue One. So Donnie Yen's character, he was a temple guard for the Wills, which they just again believed in the Force.
Right.
Not any light side or dark side, just the Force. Mm-hmm. And that was their kind of thing. So I mean, they're not really Force sensitive, but like it's like their religion type deal. So
I mean, they're practicers in one way or another. I mean, they kind of. I mean, he used it to see.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I guess so. I just had a funny thought.
Okay.
You said Ahsoka's not religious; she's spiritual.
Right.
Is she one of those girls that has like the tapestry hanging? You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely. The fucking zodiac signs on it.
Yeah, with zodiac signs on it. Okay, that hangs in her bedroom.
Yeah.
She's 100% gonna cheat on you.
Definitely.
Okay. I think you sent me that meme once. Girls who have this definitely cheat on you. And say that because their zodiac sign. I'm sorry, I'm an asparagus. I'll have so damn hard when I saw that. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, she's one of those.
So, okay, if a Jedi were to reach out and touch Grogu, not in an inappropriate way.
Yikes, he's a baby.
The question is, who would it be? So, like, a lot of the popular ones right now that keep popping up are Luke.
Sure.
Which one makes the most sense?
Yeah.
Because he is restarting the Jedi Order. Mm-hmm. He had another temple somewhere. We don't know where. But it burned down. Ben Solo burned it down.
If he didn't reach out, he definitely felt it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Getting a young Luke though, that'd be interesting.
It'd be hard to do.
It would be hard to do. A lot of people are like, since like the last couple of years, they've been wanting Sebastian Stan to play as Luke, like a young Luke.
Okay.
You gonna pull this up?
I am. I have no idea who that is.
You know who it is. I'm gonna let you just guess it, or well, not guess it, but when you see it, you'll know who it is. That guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
I don't know what he's from.
He's the Winter Soldier.
Oh, true. Okay.
All right, so type in Mark Hamill next to him, because there's a picture. Yeah, they look exactly alike.
Oh, I've seen this picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I
buy it.
Yeah, I'd buy that. I was actually talking about that with Devin earlier, and he's like, I don't know. I'd have to see it because he's a good actor, but he just isn't like Mark Hamill.
Sure.
Obviously.
Nobody's Mark Hamill.
Nobody's Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's barely Mark Hamill. I'm just kidding.
Only some days.
Only some days. No, Mark Hamill is a legend.
Yeah, I don't know how people would take that. I mean, they take everything pretty well in that show.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, some people didn't like... what didn't they like? There was one thing they didn't like. Oh, no, nobody didn't like that. No, people liked it, so never mind. There was only one YouTuber I saw that didn't like that Ahsoka episode.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Alex from Star Wars Explained. He said he didn't like it, but he said he's warmed up to it.
Sure.
And I like how he puts it. He goes, just because I didn't like it doesn't mean nobody else can.
Sure.
You know,
he's probably nitpicking anyway.
He probably was, but that's, again, he's a total authority on it, so he's allowed to, in my opinion.
Sure.
You know what? Anybody's allowed to have their opinion.
Aw.
Yeah, it's America. Whether you like it or not. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. Anyways. Anyway, so that would be kind of, I don't know if it'd be a tough pill to swallow to see young, or not young. He's not young, obviously.
No,
He'd be
yeah.
Luke Prime. So I was, it's Luke from after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So
that'd be, I don't know. That'd be weird. I would like to see that, Luke.
Yeah, so would I. I mean, totally. I really like that small little flashback scene that they had in the Last Skywalker, or the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Where it's him and Leia training.
Yep.
Anytime I can see his lightsaber is cool. I love that lightsaber.
It is a good one.
That is my favorite lightsaber.
It's the lightsaber. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, if it's the one I'm gonna buy, it's that one or Kylo Ren's. I really like Kylo Ren's lightsaber. I just like that style with the hilt and all that.
I like everything except the
cross guard.
Yeah.
That's what makes it unique.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the things that make it unique.
The cracked crystal is a way cooler part of the story.
Yeah, that is because it's just unstable.
Yeah.
Then he threw it. He threw it into a fucking lake or into the ocean or something like that.
It's probably still out there.
I mean, it's Endor, so it's on one of the moons of Endor.
Sure.
So
people go there all the time.
I guess. Yeah. Like fucking Ewoks are there, so.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Did you know that there's a... I didn't notice there's a...
Hold on, are we just going to walk right past Ewok Jedi?
A Ewok Jedi? I'm sure there's an Ewok Jedi.
Holy fuck.
I mean, come on. There's Chewbacca's...
his race? There's a Jedi?
Yeah, there's a little one. There's a little youngling. It was in an episode of Clone Wars.
I remember.
What the fuck? I'm blanking on their race right now. Wookiee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little Wookiee youngling that Anakin slayed, I'm sure.
Yikes.
Yeah. Anyways, you always got to remember that. Like, I remember that. Like, seeing the little kids, I'm just like, yeah, Luke's or Anakin's going to kill them, like, in the next couple years. Yeah. I know. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Imagine being Luke.
Yeah.
To raise a bunch of new Jedi.
Yeah. Knowing that your dad killed a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The Force... The only way you can become a Force ghost is you go back to the light side, so I guess the Force was like, yeah, you can come back to us, it's fine. Anyways, so I didn't know this, but to go on a tangent here, did you know that there is an Ewok hunting mode in Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 1?
What?
Yeah, because I think it was Battlefront 1. You go to Endor, and there's a multiplayer map for Endor, and there's little Ewoks that they'll throw rocks at you if you're they don't do damage, but
sure.
If you're a stormtrooper, they'll throw rocks at you. So I think that they did. I'm pretty certain one Halloween they did an Ewok hunting mode or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, they made it like a horror type thing. It was pretty great. Oh man, I want to play that now. Grab some Ewoks with a AT-AT or ATST.
I don't want anything to do with that.
Oh, okay. Well.
Moving on swiftly.
Moving on. So the other options for Jedi to come out there that I kind of picked that again people are buzzing about. Cal Kestis was one of them, which would be an interesting one because his whole arc in his game that he's in, which is Jedi Fallen Order, was that he was after a holocron that had all the names of younglings on there.
Okay.
And he was trying to get that.
When did Fallen Order take place?
During the Empire. So, before the Battle of Yavin, pretty certain.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he kind of, wipes out the entire Sith Inquisitor order. Yeah. He goes around and kills a bunch of the Sith Inquisitors.
Okay.
That's why you don't really see them in the other movies.
Cool.
There's always people who ask, well, why weren't they in this movie? Why weren't they in that movie?
Yeah.
Well, it's because they got wiped out or whatever, or probably because they didn't think of it until afterwards, obviously.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to go in and fit pieces afterwards.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
They don't always have to make sense.
No, it doesn't. No. It's fine. It's Star Wars. Come on.
It's Star Wars.
It's been around for 40 years now. You got to make up some new content and slot it in somewhere. Yeah. And I don't know, when people go, well, why wasn't it in Empire Strikes Back?
Because shut up.
Because shut up, yes.
Let me enjoy my blasters, you dick.
Yeah, come on. Ezra Bridger would be another good option.
I don't know who that is.
So he's in Rebels.
That's why.
We talked about him a little bit because he has stuff to do with Thrawn.
Okay.
Which we talked about him last week.
I was waiting this entire episode to
see Thrawn. I don't think we're going to see him. I think if we're going to see Thrawn, it'll be the last scene. It'll be the end credit scene.
Okay.
For the last episode.
For the season.
Yeah. If that happens.
Be a cool arc.
It'd be a cool arc, yeah. And then somebody floated the idea of Mara Jade too, which when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's an interesting one to throw out because that's a Legends character. She doesn't exist in canon to my knowledge.
Yeah.
I tried doing some research beforehand just to double check, and she doesn't.
Okay.
But Mara Jade was from the book series that preceded after the movies. So this would have been after Return of the Jedi. There was
You're gonna tell me who she is, right?
Yeah. She was Luke Skywalker's wife. She was a dark side user. She was, I'm pretty certain she was like an apprentice of Sidious at one point.
Jesus.
But he brought her back to the light. Then they had 2 kids. Huh. I can't remember both their names. I think Ben Skywalker is one of them.
Sure.
Of course.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's who she is. I don't know where anybody would get that idea from. That really is kind of throwing it out there.
I understand there's not very many straws, but you are grasping at them.
Yeah, somebody's really grasping at straws. Can we pull up a picture of her real quick though, if you don't mind? I'm pretty certain it's like how I spelled it. Yeah, that's her.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. Again, I don't know.
Is that a pink lightsaber?
That looks like a purple lightsaber to me, but
interesting.
Yeah. That's a blue lightsaber.
Blue.
Yeah. Yeah. I again don't know why somebody would think of that. That's Gillian Anderson.
That's weird. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Yeah. I mean, I like Gillian Anderson, but
no. Closing that window.
Yeah, close that.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Ezra would make more sense. Sure. Even though we don't really know if he's back or not, because like I said in the last episode, he used hyperspace whales.
That's right.
to take Thrawn into the hyperspace.
Yeah.
To the the unknown regions. Yeah, that actually happened. So we don't know if Ezra is around, but hey, you never know. That might be a beacon to let Ezra come back.
Okay.
Maybe he sees that and he's like, "Oh shit, now I can come back." I don't know.
I don't know.
Or again, nobody reached out.
Yeah.
So
could have been.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll have to be Ahsoka after all.
Yeah, the nice lady. I like how he referred to her as the nice lady. That made me fucking laugh so hard. Oh man, I really was bummed out that the Razor Crest got blown up, but maybe my priorities are a little skewed. I was like, I hope he gets his jetpack back. Like, hey, don't forget your jetpack. You kind of need that.
If he had it, he might have been able to.
I think that's the reason he took it off.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he would have taken it off, because he had to run up that hill.
Yep.
So I hope he went back for it.
Speaking of, Dark Troopers.
Oh yeah, we actually got to see them.
Yeah.
So they did say that some of the other YouTubers that are out there, they're like, oh yeah, they're kind of a mix between the Phase 2 and 3 Dark Troopers.
Okay.
From the games, which makes sense.
Sure.
Why not be their own thing? They look cool, but we didn't see them in action yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know if
they can fly fast.
They could definitely fly fast, and from orbit. That's pretty cool.
Low orbit.
Low orbit, yeah. They had to. Man, Grogu had to hold his breath for a minute at least.
It's very hot too, probably.
Up there? No, it's cold up there.
Yeah, they weren't flying that fast. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, you're thinking of something else. I did like how.
I usually am.
I did like how whenever Boba was flying up there with the Slave One, I'm thinking, oh shit, he's gonna go up and he's gonna stall, but I'm like, oh wait, that ship's fucking weird. His ship is weird.
It's super weird.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like it is a cool ship.
But it's sideways when it's upright.
Yeah, it's sideways. It's sideways when it's upright, and it's upright when it's sideways. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And it's intimidating. That ship is intimidating. Its name, first off, the Slave One.
Yeah.
Eek. A little bit, right?
Yep.
But anytime I ever used it, because I used it a lot in Battlefront 2.
Okay.
Because there's a squadron mode where you can just do flying around.
Sure.
And you're able to play as a hero. It's usually his ship you're in.
Okay.
You can pick other ones. You can pick like Kylo Ren's ship or Darth Maul's ship, which is pretty cool. I think it was called the Scimitar. It's a pretty cool ship. Anytime you fight in his, it sounds intimidating. Like the engines, like they growl. They're not like smooth like an X-wing.
Okay.
Like growling like an engine,
Sure.
And I mean, like even when he fires his guns, they sound pretty cool. Or like when he fires like that mine that it comes out. Yeah, remember in Attack of the Clones, like that even sounds like like that's pretty cool. I know I'm making sound effects now. But I did like how when he's coming up, he goes, "They're back. The Empire's back. This is no spice dream." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty cool."
Yeah.
We're referenced in Spice. That's from Dune, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Did not.
Spice is the drug of choice in Dune.
Okay.
Just a general term for, in Star Wars, it's a general term for drugs. But in Dune, it's the spice melange.
Okay.
It's the drug that people take, and it also helps fold space and time together. It's, it's kind of weird. Frank Herbert, you wrote a masterpiece, but damn, it sounds weird when you write it when you try to explain it to somebody who doesn't know what it is on their podcast.
Yep.
It allows navigators, right? Okay,
Yeah.
So just a real quick rundown of Dune, because
okay. Go ahead.
you're gonna watch it with me when it comes out.
Sure.
I'm gonna do like a nice little hosting
movie,
party. Yeah, well, you don't know about the new Dune movie coming out? I'm gonna fucking slap you. It's one of those movies that Warner Brothers is releasing on home at the same time.
Okay.
So if we can't go and see it in theaters, I'm hosting a party to watch it.
All right.
Because it's a great book. Like, it's a really good book. That book predates Star Wars.
Okay.
So you can really see where George Lucas got some of the ideas.
I feel like I've heard of Dune before.
I'm sure you have. There's no way you haven't.
But anyway, tell me about Spice.
Okay, Spice, it does a couple things.
Okay.
So one is a drug.
Yep.
Right? But it also allows navigators.
Yep.
And Dune to
Dune
do...
the person?
Dune
the person? You said and Dune.
Yeah, I'm sorry. In the book Dune.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
In Dune.
In Dune.
Got it.
Yes. In the book Dune,
Yeah.
it allows the Navigator Guild, which are a guild of people, to do these enormous calculations.
Okay.
So they can fold space and time together. So they could travel long distances.
They themselves fold space and time together?
They never explicitly say that.
Okay.
I don't...
But the drug helps them do the math, at least.
Yes, I do not recall, is the answer. Your Honor.
I would happily take some of this.
There was this, in the Dune lore, there was this big uprising of AI.
Okay.
So a lot of computers aren't trusted.
Sure.
So they breed them. I don't know if they really want to breed them. They more or less, they raise these people. They call them mentats.
Okay.
And they're just people computers, basically. Like, you're super smart in your, like, one area.
Is there anything, like Android about...
no.
You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I know what you're saying. No, there's nothing Android about them. They just, like, kind of look weird.
Okay.
In the movie, the original Dune movie, the movie from 1984, they had curled eyebrows.
Sure.
And they had purple stained lips, which they did describe in the book how... some type of elixir that they drink to help them with some of their stuff, of their calculations and stuff, stains their lips.
Weird.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. The book is weird, but it's so good. Wow, I didn't even put Dune in the notes. Now I'm going off on a tangent about Dune. I'm going to have to just do a whole Dune episode.
Oh, God. I'm not going to talk at all during that one.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry, I don't know things, everybody.
That's okay. I did like how, Boba says Spice Dream.
Lots of references.
Oh, references to everything, yeah. I mean, what's his name? Poe Dameron was a spice runner before he joined the Resistance.
He was.
Yeah. They said that in the movie.
I remember that.
Remember, because I like how they're all arguing about it, and Poe looks at him and goes, "Oh yeah, Finn, were you a stormtrooper? Rey, were you a junker? Come on, let's get in our head in the game, people." I like that. They're arguing with him about how he used to run spice in the middle of them trying to be sneaky.
Right.
Fucking love that. Give the guy a break. Come on. He's a spice runner.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? He's in the Resistance. He's a general in the Resistance now.
Yep.
Han Solo was a fucking smuggler. Yeah. And
let the man fly a ship.
Yeah, let the man fly a ship. Exactly. Anyways, now I'm off on a tangent. Back to Mando. Baby Yoda. Throwing stormtroopers around. It's great.
He might turn into an evil Force user.
Well, so the poor kid doesn't know what's going on.
Totally.
I mean, or maybe he does. I don't know.
It's going to be hard to temper him.
It is, right? Because that's the whole point of, like, the reason that they train younglings when they're young is to...
That's why we have Darth Vader.
Yeah, because he wasn't young.
Yep.
He was taken away from his mother.
Yep.
Oh, man. Dave Filoni, when he talked about this, it makes so much sense. But anyways... I don't know if he is a child. Like, they call him a child.
Right. We don't know what his mental is because he can't say anything.
Right.
Yeah.
What is his mental, where is he at mentally? Like,
yeah. I mean, he clearly understands when people talk to him.
When he says his name, Grogu, I mean, dogs understand their names, I'm not saying that Grogu's a dog. Please don't attack us, internet. But
he knows more than that. Like, he responds.
Yeah.
He does what he's told, kind of.
Come on, get the ball.
Yeah.
Fucking love every
so
time he does that.
So he's got some capacity.
Yeah, he's got some mental capacity. I'm not saying that there's something mentally off about him. It's just we don't know anything about his species in order to say that. Like,
how quickly do they progress?
Yeah, like when did Yoda become Yoda?
Right.
He was 900 years old.
Yeah. When do you talk and start doing backflips and stuff?
Yeah, because we're kind of wondering here, how long is he going to be a child?
Yeah.
What is that? I mean, like, does he have to be like 200 and then he finally is an adult? Like, I understand species age different, like dogs do, but again, I'm not trying to make Grogu sound like a dog, but
that's twice.
I know. I don't know. Like, if we're talking like, we'll use like D&D as a reference. Like an elf, they live up to 1,000 years.
Sure. So
when they're in their hundreds, they're still considered teenagers.
Yeah, but when they're 20, they're
literally a child.
Yeah,
I guess. Or I still think they age and they progress more like humans do.
Yeah. No, that's what I was thinking. Mm-hmm. When you're like, my character was like 19 or some shit.
Oh yeah, Thaler. I thought Thaler was half elf though.
Yeah, but even so, like in the little guidebook when you're making a character, You can be a 20-year-old elf.
Yeah, you can be. There's nothing saying that you can be, but they say that you should be young and immature.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but you're capable. Like, you can speak and do all the fighty stuff just fine.
Where's Grogu at in that?
He barely can walk. He waddles.
He does waddle, and it's adorable. I remember when he was...
But it's not efficient.
The first episode when he went to Tatooine, and he was having the ship worked on. Mm. And the one lady, I can't remember her name, she's like, "What is that?" And they're like, "It's something in the ship." And he's like waddling down. He's like, "Oh, I woke up from my nappy and I don't feel good." You know? I was like, "Oh my God, his kid's so adorable."
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Do they use the Force to help them with everything? Like, is that why? Like, maybe their species just can't fucking walk well. And they use the Force to do it.
I mean, Yoda flies. I mean, mostly like in Clone Wars. Not the Clone Wars show, but I mean, like in Attack of the Clones and in Return of the Sith, mm-hmm. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, sorry. Wow, I don't know where I'm going there. He was floating around on something, but that's because he had to keep up with people legs.
Yeah. and even that, I mean, he was already old, but he wasn't walking that well. He still used a cane.
Yeah, the cane. Yeah, he was still in his 800s. Yeah. He was close to dying, mm-hmm. obviously. Yeah. I mean, you got to think of it that way. Like, in The Phantom Menace, he is an elderly man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on.
Yep.
He's close to death.
Yep.
Because in the next 40 years, he's going to die.
Mm-hmm. And of just old age.
Yeah, of old age, exactly. Unless he wanted to become one with the Force. I don't know.
Either way, he's really old.
Yeah, either way, and we still don't know about Grogu much. Yep. But he does throw around stormtroopers like it's nobody's business.
And chokes them.
Yeah. But I mean, like, what else do you do with the Force?
As long as it's not lightning, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Remember when Rey did that? And then we all went,
yeah.
Oh. How the fuck did that happen? Even Kylo Ren can't do that shit.
Yeah, she made up Force powers. We're not going to talk about her.
Yeah, but she didn't necessarily make up Force powers because Grogu did those Force powers the week before that happened. They did that on purpose.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can't tell me they didn't say, look, you need to put the scene in the show where Grogu heals somebody.
Yep, so we can pre-establish
that happened in our movie. And I'm sure there's people that didn't see, Mandalorian, mm-hmm. but that didn't matter. It didn't matter about those people. It mattered about us.
Sure.
We were the ones that mattered. Sorry.
Whatever. What were we talking about?
Anyways, I put in my notes here that I did like how Grogu, he joined the all-time favorite pastime of beating up stormtroopers. Yeah. I said it's like punching Nazis, but for Star Wars. I just wanted to say that out loud. It's true.
It rings nice.
It does ring nice. Oh, man. Every Nazi should be punched in the face. And then they put little cuffs on him.
It was sad.
That was sad. They put little baby cuffs on
But also
him.
cute. Like.
But cute. Yeah, I said the same thing.
Who the fuck made those itty bitty baby cuffs?
Moff Gideon had those somewhere. And he had them special made.
Yeah.
And he's like, these are going to come in handy someday.
Oh, my God.
I did like how he was toying with him, too. A little bit.
Saber?
Yeah, with his saber.
Yeah.
Recognize this from days past?
Yeah.
And then I think Grogu was trying to force it, like use the Force, not to grab it,
push it,
but to push it at him. But he was just too tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like how he goes.
He was pretty worn out at that point.
Yeah, he's like, somebody needs a nappy, and he's like, blast him. And they shot him with the stun.
Yeah, they said it's stun.
Yeah. Whew, thank God. Oh, I would have freaked out. No, they wouldn't have. There was no way they wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah.
That would have been, the internet would have been on fire.
That's the other thing about a Jedi taking Grogu.
Yeah.
Then the show's not really about Mando anymore.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah. I think a Jedi will show up.
Yeah, if it happens, it'll be the end of the season, and then there'll be a time jump.
Yeah, and Mando's with him the whole time.
Or that.
Like watching from afar, or like not watching from afar, but watching him be trained. Because I really think. I really do. I really think that Mando sees him as his son or his foundling. Like, this is my responsibility.
Definitely getting there.
Yeah, and like, I don't think he can leave him.
But also he's green and like, hey, you gotta do this. You were told to take him to the people.
True, but
That's how he starts the episode anyway.
Yeah, I know he kept saying, like, I know I'm quested to take you to this, but I think he's going to... I don't know. I really think he might start break away from his creed of being a Mandalorian.
Think?
We might see him take his helmet off in front of somebody. That would be a step.
Yeah.
And he started taking it off just a little bit to drink some soup. So, I mean, that happened. I like how Grogu kept trying to look up there the whole time. He's like, oh, there's somebody up there. I want to see his face.
This person has a face?
Yeah. I did like whenever Bo-Katan kept taking her helmet off, and he would like look at her and then look at him like, you could do that. But
what's your face, Dad?
Yeah, what's your face? Come on. We've never seen it. I mean, IG-11 saw it. We saw it. Yeah. You got beat the fuck up. Yeah, had bad helmet hair. But Bo-Katan didn't. How does she keep her hair like that?
Bigger helmet than necessary?
Meh, probably, yeah. Yeah.
Not efficient when fighting?
No, not really. I am curious if she will show back up to try to help Mando because, she's after Moff Gideon no matter what.
That's true.
I know he's going after the one dude who's played by Bill Burr.
Yeah, because they pulled that up.
Yeah, because they pulled up his Imperial records. Which is funny because I've learned since Bill Burr does not like Star Wars.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that before?
No, yeah. I didn't. He hates Star Wars.
He was like kind of making fun of that role a little bit.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't blame him. It was kind of funny. Like, he's like, maybe he's a Gungan under there, or he's like, I was a damn stormtrooper, because he was a sharpshooter for the for the Empire. Those don't exist. By the way,
all right,
they're watching them get beat up by Boba Fett was amazing, but watching them try to flank Fennec was so funny because the one guy, he's like, all right, go flank him. He goes, but we're getting shot at. He goes, do it, you idiot. And then he got shot at. I died laughing. I was like, oh my God, that so funny.
Was so bad.
These guys, they're supposed to be like whenever you read about in Stormtroopers, they're supposed to be the elite.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to see them that often.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be like, these are the best of the best.
Nope. 50 of them got slaughtered by
two people. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Yes, one was a Mandalorian. Three people, technically, I guess. Yeah. One was two of them. Well, no, one was a Mandalorian.
Yep.
One was a great bounty hunter, and the other one was a great sharpshooter.
Yep.
So, like, okay, yeah, they have some advantage, but three versus 50?
A miniature army.
Yeah. And then they retreated. Don't only get shot down. That was great, by the way. I like it. I was aiming for the other one. I wish Mando's jetpack had
a rocket on
it, but yeah, I would take his over that because his is made out of Beskar, so like it's not gonna like break if somebody hits it wrong, and we've shown that. You bump Boba's wrong, and he goes fucking flying into a barge and then into a Sarlacc pit. Yeah. But, anyways, all right. Well,
we spent an hour talking about Star Wars.
Yeah,
that's longer than the episode.
I know. I had more written here. You want to go? You want to keep going for a little bit?
What else we got?
Well, we were going to talk about Cyberpunk for just a little bit.
Oh yeah, totally.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna get a little longer show.
What do I think about Cyberpunk? It's a game.
Yeah.
It's not come out yet.
What is it? 4 days.
Yeah, unless they delay it again.
I'm off on Saturday.
I am not.
What if they delayed it 4 days ahead of launch? Oh my God.
Wait, it's not coming out on a Saturday, is it?
It's the 10th.
Is that a Saturday? Hold on. Hold the show.
I don't know. Bad at math.
No, it's a Thursday.
Thursday.
I'm
off 2 days after that.
I am 11 to 6 that day. Hey.
Sucks for you.
New store hours. Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, it's a game. I don't know that much about it.
They first announced it 7 years ago.
Yeah, I know that much about it.
I mean, The Witcher was still being made back then. If that says anything.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, we need to do have we done a Witcher episode yet?
We have not.
We need to do a Witcher episode.
It's on the list.
I think, the list that's in my head somewhere. When the season 2 comes out, closer to being out, we'll do Witcher. Yeah.
We've talked about it a little bit.
Okay.
Games and stuff.
It's a good game. But anyways,
yeah. It was announced.
Yeah, it got announced, and then we never really saw much about it. I remember they showed it was like a little video of a woman getting shot at, and she had like scythes coming out of her arms and stuff. And that's the thing, you can get just like scythes in your arms.
Sure.
And you can stab people.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too. But okay, so what you don't know, I know you don't know because you told me earlier you don't know. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Are you gonna get it?
Yes.
Are you stoked?
Well, I'm getting it because of the hype.
Why aren't you answering me? I'm sorry, I just wrote that down. Huh? Just kidding. No, I'll stop fucking around. I know the hype is. I don't think it's being overhyped. And I think some people might overhype it, but I think they're just excited.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to be the greatest game that ever lived. They're making it sound like it's going to be like you can do whatever you want, but
there's a lot of sandbox games these days.
Yeah.
That's not new.
Yeah, that's not new, yeah. It's not fair to call it a Grand Theft Auto game, though, I don't think. Because you could do a lot in Grand Theft Auto, but I don't think it's fair to call it that. But
yeah, I don't know that much about it, but it seems like it's going to be more RPG.
Yeah, for sure.
Than GTA is.
I keep asking everybody who says they're going to get it what path they're going to go, because you have 3 starting paths.
Okay.
Don't know this, do you?
You have said everything I know about this game so far.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm exhausted.
Wow. Okay.
So go on.
Okay. So there's 3 starting paths.
All right.
There's the Nomads.
Nomads.
So you can start off as a nomad.
Okay.
You live outside of Night City.
This game is set
2077.
Okay. Earth
2077.
Okay.
I think California gets turned into 2 different states.
Okay.
Which is, I think, a thing that really people have been trying to do for years.
Sure.
Okay, and
so the Nomads.
Yeah, the Nomads. I think they live in Northern California.
Okay.
Because it's like a desert area.
Southern California is much more deserty.
Maybe it's Southern California then.
Okay.
I don't know. So you can be a nomad, and they're like tribal people. They all live in their cars type deal.
Okay.
Or trailer parks.
Dope.
Yeah. Then there's the street kid.
Okay.
Which is like the kind of the default that they originally talked about, where you just live in the streets of Night City. Mm-hmm. And then there's the corpo.
Okay.
Where you work for the like a big corporation.
Okay.
And I learned that there's a lot of warring factions with corporations in Night City. Almost somewhat like there was the corporation wars, apparently. So Cyberpunk actually is a franchise that's been around for a long time.
Okay.
It was originally an RPG, like a tabletop RPG.
Oh.
No.
No shit.
I think it was Cyberpunk 2020.
All right.
Yeah, I know that year. Ugh.
That's why they pushed it back to this year. And then the end of the year.
And then the end of the year, yeah. Almost the beginning of next year.
I hope it's not rushed.
Oh my god. They didn't rush it.
Could you imagine if it's not complete?
Oh my god. Well, there is a huge day 1 download for it.
Yeah. There's probably going to be a patch too.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I already pre-downloaded it because Devin got it.
How big is this game?
Oh, it's 60 gigs.
Yeah, it's not massive.
But I think the patch is going to make it bigger.
Yeah.
I could be a little off on that. It might be like 70 or 80.
It's not unusual to see 100 plus these days.
I know. The biggest game I had on my hard drive, I had to take it off, was Halo 5. Yeah. It's 120 gigs.
Jesus.
I know.
Yeah.
No reason it was that big.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's why I'm scared about these consoles, man. They're only like 800 usable gigs.
You can get expandable drives for them.
Yeah.
Like on the Xbox, they make an actual SSD card.
Yeah, it's a proprietary connection. It slots right into a PCI Express slot, but I think it's $200.
I know, it's stupid
for an extra terabyte.
It's not even like NVMe or.
It is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's the same speed as the internal drive.
Never mind then.
Which makes it closer to worth, but
no,
still not worth.
You can get a 1 terabyte NVMe drive for $100 something bucks. Yeah, it's only a terabyte. Mm-hmm. The only reason it's more money is because of the fact that it slots in like an expander card.
Yep.
Isn't that an old laptop thing? Like laptops used to do
it's
way back in the day.
It's an old game system thing. That's true. My fucking N64 in the closet has an expansion card.
That's true. Yeah, I was thinking more like laptops used to have expansion cards, like a hot swap for drives or something like that.
Some still do. Panasonic still makes their Tough Book series.
I know the Tough Books, yeah.
And they're super modular.
I know.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to work with a couple of them when I was a firefighter. They're tough. They're tough books.
That's where the name comes from. Huh?
Yeah.
That's why they called it that.
And they're all touchscreens too.
Huh.
Yeah, they're heavy as shit.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever look at them, everything about it is, I mean, like, this is military grade.
The only one I've ever seen in person had, like, 2 batteries. That way, if one died, you could swap it without turning everything off.
You know, I think the ThinkPad has 2 batteries. Or there was a series of ThinkPads that had 2 batteries.
I'm sure they did it at some point. Not the consumer ones that we deal with.
I dealt with one at work once. I think that had either this is a long time ago. It either had 2 batteries or 2 drives, like 2 hard drives.
2 drives is much more common.
I know it's more common, but I it's stupid that I can't remember what it was. I feel dumb. Meh, whatever.
Anyway, we were talking about Cyberpunk and the factions.
Yeah. We were, yeah. Oh, yeah, the corpo life.
Yeah.
So you work for a corporation, yeah. And, like, each one has their own advantages to starting off. Like, the city kid, you already know, like, certain things about the city because you grew up in it. Sure. The nomad is like a smuggler. Mm-hmm. And then the corpo has, like, their corporation connections.
Sure.
So.
Extra starting cash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you have like the abilities. I guess there's like 4 or 5 different abilities. You can upgrade it into anything, into any category apparently. So you can do all 5 if you want.
Sure.
But like apparently the game doesn't like really get going until like 20 hours in.
Jeez, oh.
I know.
It's a big commit.
I know. I'm not gonna get a lot of minis painted. Yeah. And my uncle just got me some for Christmas. He asked me what I wanted for Christmas, so they some. Can we pull them up real quick? I think they look pretty cool.
Sure.
They're Primaris Assault Intercessors is what they're called.
Primaris what?
Assault Intercessors, yes.
This little kit here? Or
that's the kit that came with the Dominus box. That one right there. Right there. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, he just got me that for Christmas. He'd probably give it to me early. I don't know.
I hope not. That's cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of waiting for these guys to come out, too. Those are the heavy Intercessor squad.
Ooh.
I know, they look fucking dope.
I feel like you have this guy.
I have a guy with a head like that that's similar. I don't have that guy yet, I promise.
To answer your question.
Yeah, I had a question?
Nomad.
Oh, you're going to go Nomad?
Probably.
A lot of people say Nomad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Nomad, too. I only know one person that said Corpo.
Yeah?
It's Zach.
He's a contrarian.
I love Zach. I love you so much. Yes, but you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do Nomad, too.
Yeah.
Just because it sounds cool.
If it's a good enough game, I'll do a different one, too.
Yeah, I mean, apparently there's...
I've done that with other games.
Yeah, I've done it with other games, too. Back when I played more games. Yeah. I don't play enough video games.
Same.
We do this instead. Or I do that.
You do a lot of that.
I do a lot of that. Yeah. I actually just painted one up for our Christmas tree.
Yeah?
Yeah, I should have took pictures of it. It's red, green, and silver.
Nice.
It's Christmas colors, yeah.
Oh, man. I keep believing... We sell this cool holiday stormtrooper at work.
Yeah, I know. I want to see it. You said you bought it, didn't you?
No.
Oh, you forgot.
Yeah.
I thought you said you bought it.
I might have said that, but I didn't buy it yet.
I want to see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing like a little red scarf.
Yeah.
Do you think that would protect him better from blasters than his current armor?
Can't do any worse.
I think on that note, we're going to close it out.
Fair.
All right. Well, we'll probably...
Stormtroopers, upgrade your armor.
Yeah, do that. We'll talk more about Cyberpunk when it comes out. Because I don't know much about it right now.
We'll have a couple hours in by next
episode. A couple hours, yeah. Like 5, maybe.
The Cyberpunk episode.
Yeah. And Mando.
Almost certainly.
The next episode is going to be big.
Yeah, we only got a couple left.
2 left.
Damn.
I know. All right, everybody.
What else are we going to talk about?
We'll talk about something. We'll think of something. And on that note...
Have a good night.